All right, man. Yeah, let me just see who's gonna get on. I know a couple people are on here already. Well, not here, but are up. You know what I'm saying? Wait, see, they get the notifications. I don't know if I can invite people. Anyways, it's 2 something in the morning, so I know it ain't gonna be everybody in here. It ain't gonna be crowded. They probably gonna see it tomorrow. But you know, there's some things we gotta address. Like I said in my very first live. Hey, Shalom, Maraka, Shalom. You know, like I said in my very first live, I was going for the, what I'm saying, I was going for the Christians. Hey, can you hear me, God? Can you hear me? Press 1 if you can hear me, or put con. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy that I try to go and see what the Christians are talking about. They don't want to deal with the scriptures. I know they could see this video. So, Christian pastor, if you're so-called Latino predominantly, I want you to go on live with me, and we want to discuss what works better for the so-called Latino community. The Bible, according, the Bible according to the Israelites, meaning the whole book, all 80, or Christianity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Well, I want to know I want you to prove to me that Christianity works better than being an Israel, and then coming to the realization that you're an Israelite. Until then, I'm gonna keep addressing topics I see. Hey, Shalom, whoever just came in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I wanna address topics that I've been seeing. You know what I'm saying? Like, sex is marriage, birthdays. But today I'm gonna address polygyny. That's real big among the sisters. You know what I'm saying? And I understand, because I've spoken with a few. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shalom, sis. Shalom. You know what I mean? Like I was saying, I understand, the nature, I understand you don't want to share whatever, but to go around calling something a sin when it's not, it's just, you're blatantly lying on the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? But let's start off with Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. So this is a few people, it's 4 people. I have a big crowd tonight. I guess the title must have caught y'all. But, we're going to go into Isaiah chapter 4. My sister, I know. You know what I mean? Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take a hold of one man. You know what I mean? And a lot of... Con. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of sisters that I spoke to, they were like, oh, see, you could take a hold to your son. He doesn't have to be in marriage. Okay, well, let's keep going. Saying we'll eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to make their own things. But let's see. And only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. How are you called by a man's name if you aren't married to that man? You know what I'm saying? And 7 isn't like exactly 7 women. It's a complete number. But right now, a lot of women can't grasp that. Well, let's see when the day is going to come when they grasp that. Verse 4. When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion. See, so just like the brothers, the sisters, we're filthy. So once, certain things come to brothers, the same thing's going to happen to the sisters. They're going to start understanding polygyny. Like, damn, I need a head. There's literally more women than there are men. You know what I'm saying? But, the scripture said that's going to happen one day. When the filth is washed away from the daughters of Zion. And he that remaineth in Jerusalem shall be called holy, even everyone that is written among the living in Jerusalem. So, you got to see, you got to understand that it's going to happen. I'm going to tell you, like Chief Priest Alazar Bonloya told me once, monogamy is a temporary situation at best. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's going to want to get down with that. But of course, Yasharallah, Israel, we're a people of order. We're a people of structure. So there is even laws to govern this sort of thing. Here's one of them. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 21, verse 10. If he take him another wife, keyword another. So if he has one wife and he's going to take another one, he can take another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. So that means if a brother gets himself a wife, then whatever he's given one wife, he has to give to the other one. He can't take away from one to give to another one. You know what I'm saying? You know, whether it be clothes, food, the duty of marriage, we're all the people that are watching this, y'all grown, y'all adults. You know, basically it's sex. The man can't stop giving that sort of attention to one woman for another. You know what I'm saying? That's not how that works. You know, Salaki for the TV. I was watching Naruto earlier. Left it playing on Hulu. Got to turn it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now let's see an example of polygyny in the Torah. You know what I'm saying? Because we as Israelites we have to understand that we go by the Torah. The law and the testament, the Messiah, Hamashiach Yahushua, went by the Torah and by the Tanakh. You know what I'm saying? So, who are we to try to supersede that sort of lifestyle? Like, nah, man, the law is done away with, but Christ kept it. Paul kept it. So let's see what happens let's see about what our forefather Abraham did if he took another wife. So this is Genesis chapter 25, verse 1. Then again, Abraham took a wife, and her name was Keturah. See, Abraham took more. He took Hagar, he took Sarah, and then he took Keturah. Because it's then again. It means he had done it before. Abraham took a wife, so he took another wife. You know what I'm saying? And they bore him children, so on and so forth. I just wanted to point out that he did it again. Well, let's go to the New Testament. Let's see, because a lot of y'all like, oh, that's your lustful heart. What is it? Lustful heart. You want to commit adultery. Well, you know what I'm saying. Let's see. Let's see what Christ said according to that. This is the book of Mark, chapter 10, verse 11, starting at verse 11. And in the house his disciples asked him again of the matter, and he said unto them, Whosoever shall put away his wife and marry another committeth adultery against her. So if you put your wife away for no reason and you marry another, you're committing adultery. You know what I'm saying? It's plain and simple. Plain, no ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. You are committing adultery. You know what I'm saying? If you as man decide, hey, I'm tired of this, let's keep it real. We get angry and get to some brothers be calling their women names. So I'm gonna use the word broad. Oh, I'm tired of this broad. So hey, we good. You go your way, I go my way, and I'm gonna take another wife. You know what I'm saying? Now, if if you don't think that's adultery, you think, well, I'm living my best life. I wanna be happy. Hey, you could be happy till the missiles come, because lest you repent, you're not gonna see the kingdom. You're gonna be missile food, and when you see the kingdom, it's gonna be through the loins of the elect. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Let's go to one example. This is Leviticus 19 and 20. And whosoever lieth carnally with a woman, and that is a bondmaid, betrothed to an husband, and not at all redeemed nor freedom given, she shall be scourged, and they shall not be put to death, because she was not free. I think this is for sex is marriage. My bad. that was the wrong precept, guys. But hey, that's a good precept to show that sex is marriage. In fact, is marriage. Let's go to the book of. I seen something here that I need. I'll be behind it. This is something different. Forgive me. I can forgive me. It's been kind of a long night. But let's go to 1 Samuel. Let's show you examples of these things. Hey, Shalom, Ratazayah. The brother from Sakari, San Francisco, powerful brother. You know what I'm saying? 1 Samuel. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 25, verse 43. The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 25, verse 43. Now, sisters love David. They be like, oh, David's calling me King David. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's see how you would react to King David in this situation. This is the book of 1 Samuel 25 and 43. David also took Ahinoam of Jezreel And they were also, both of them, his wives. Plural, wives. So you going to tell David, I don't do that? I'm cool. All right, well, you going to get left in the dust, basically. But you know what I'm saying? These are examples of polygyny in the Tanakh now, in the testimony. This is 1 Samuel 30 and 18. And David recovered all that the Amalekites had carried away, and David rescued his 2 wives. See, so David, being a righteous man, he had 2 wives. You know what I mean? What are you going to say? What do you say then? What shall you say then? You know what I mean? Is David not righteous because he wanted more than one wife? Are you gonna play yourself out of a good dude because you don't want to share? Now this, let me disclaimer. I wholeheartedly believe in polygyny, but I also don't practice it. You know what I mean? But because the situation I'm in, I'm not. No. No. I don't. It's not something that I need to focus. I'm focused more on the scriptures than I am on chasing tail. You know what I mean? Now, if the Most High gives me 2, 3 wives, hey, that's him. You know what I mean? But I'm not chasing them. But that's beside the point. Let's keep going on these examples. This is 2 Samuel chapter 2, verse 2. So David went up thither, and his 2 wives also, and Ahinoam the Jezreelitess, and Abigail, Nabal's wife, the Carmelite, and his men that were. See what I'm saying? So David, it keeps showing you that powerful brothers like David, King David, had more than one wife. You know what I mean? So are you gonna say that David was a wicked man, a lustful man, because he had 2 wives? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is 2 Chronicles 24. Man, it is late night. Zealots of Zion, ZOZ, late night. This is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 2. And Joash did that which was right in the sight of Yahweh all the days of Jehoiada the priest. And Jehoiada took for him 2 wives, and he begat sons and daughters. So you see, a priest, a Levite, had more than one wife. You telling me that a priest is being lustful because he took more than one wife? You know what I'm saying? We have to understand something. It is part of our culture. You know what I'm saying? Culturally speaking, multiple wives. Aztec kings, Mayan kings, Navajo kings. Navajo chiefs. These people. Our so-called Latinos and Native Americans. Our forefathers had multiple wives when we were in the Americas. Same thing with the Southern Kingdom. You know what I mean? They had multiple wives, in Ghana and in Nigeria and all in where the Israelites were at. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just showing you biblically where it says that. You know what I mean? Let's see that's what I wanted earlier. Let's see what adultery is. Let's speak on adultery also. This is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. So there's adultery right there. If you're taking a wife, if you go into a single sister and telling her, hey, I'm digging you, I like you, you know what I'm saying, I'm feeling our vibe, let's talk. You good. You have a wife and you know what I'm saying, and you got a sister you court. Now if you're like you in a sister's inbox and she's told you she has a husband, now you're committing adultery already. Now once you and the sister take it further, then y'all both committed adultery. You know what I'm saying? That's just cold hard facts. You know what I mean? It's nothing you can't get mad at the Bible, sisters, because the Bible told us it's okay for us to have more than one wife. Now, if your man don't want to do it, it's his prerogative. Hey, all praises. You found you a man that may not want another wife. You know what I mean? Hey, and all praises, hey, you know what I mean? Like they say, there's someone for everyone, but don't try to force it on a brother. Like, nah, if you want to be with me, it's only me. You know what I mean? Well, then the brother's gonna, do what he does. But let's keep going on this topic because what I mean. And even like I said, we're Israel, Yasharallah. We're a nation of structure and order, laws, statutes, and commandments. So yes, having multiple wives comes with laws. It's part of it's in the law, statutes, and commandments. What we should do. Well, here's another law that Deuteronomy 21:15. If a man have two wives, one beloved and another hated, and they born him children, both beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn son will be hers that was hated, then it shall be when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn. But he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn by giving him a double portion of all that he hath, for he is the beginning of his strength, and the right of the firstborn is his. So even when we have children with two wives, we like one more than another, you know what I'm saying? And the one that we don't like so much, you know what I'm saying, she bears as a son, and then the beloved bears as a son. We can't take the birthright away from that son. You know what I'm saying? So we got to understand all these things. You know what I mean? Judges chapter 8. We're even going to go into a judge, a ruler over Israel. Let's see how he. I know, right? I don't know why you got an A one. Says if I had two wives, I'd love them both. But I'm weird like that. You know what I mean? I got enough love for everybody. Let me see. This is Judges chapter 8. Let's go into see these rulers, how they reacted towards this. Chapter 8, verse 30. Chapter 8, verse 30. This is the book of Judges, chapter 8, verse 30. And Gideon had 70 sons of his body begotten, for he had many wives. The brother Gideon had many wives, and his concubine that was in Shechem. So he had a concubine too, and also bare him a son whose name he called Abimelech. See, understand something. We gotta understand something. It is biblical for a man. It's in a man's nature to want more than one woman. I'm not gonna front like it's not. You know what I mean? But so for you to shame this man because he wants more than one wife, but in the scriptures it clearly says that, hey, this it's okay, it's cool that the brother can have more than one wife. You know what I mean? Ain't no you can't really hate the brother for that. This is let me see, Genesis 29:30. Let's see what that is. Even Jacob, you know what I'm saying? And and Laban gave Rachel his daughter, Bilhah, his handmaid, to be her maid. And he went in also, Jacob went also unto Rachel. So Deuteronomy is not law. Deuteronomy is not law. Exodus isn't law. Let's go to Exodus. See, that's the problem. Exodus is Torah. That's the law. Exodus 21:10. Let's give them that's not a law. It's not telling you how to react. What the hell? How is Lamech? Man, miss me with all that. I'm going back to my lesson. See, that's the problem. I clearly showed you rules to a guideline how to treat your two wives. And I'm giving you I'm gonna give you situation examples, but I gave you law on how to do it. Nowhere I have not said that you have to have two wives. I haven't said that. See, that's the problem. Sisters, they just be man. Brother, and my other sister, she's down here. When did I say that these were laws that you have to have another wife? At any moment have I said that? No. And Lamech is not of the seed line of the snake. Come on, sister. From Genesis to the flood, it's talking about after the flood. It's all Adamites. It's all Adamites. It's talking about all Adamites. They're bad examples now. So King David's a bad example? King David's a bad example? Jacob is a bad example? Come on, man. Now, sister, go get your husband. I'm not about to argue with you. If you got a husband, get him here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to preach on sodomy. See what I'm saying? Sister, go get off my live stream and go get your husband. I will talk to your husband. If you don't have a husband, go get your elder. But don't be on here, perpetuating madness and bearing false witness on me. You're bearing false witness on me. You're interrupting the lesson because you don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? But whatever, whatever. I don't deal with other men's wives. That's not my go-to. Let's give another example of polygyny. Continue on with my lesson. This is Genesis 30:3. You know what I'm saying? And she said, behold, my maid Bilhah go in unto her. So the sister, the righteous sister Leah, she gave Jacob her, you know what I'm saying, give her handmaid to Jacob, to wife. You know what I'm saying? But it's a bad example. You know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with you demons. You know what I'm saying? You want to come on a live stream and then argue with a man. That's all right, sis. That's all right. Let's go to Genesis 31. First, we'll go to verse 41. We're going to go to verse 41 first. We're going to keep showing examples of righteous men taking, you know what I'm saying, taking more than one wife. See, is that what I'm saying? Let me, hold on. How do I do this? I think I can do this. Hold on. Bam. Problem solved. Goodbye, Mr. Button. Isn't that what Deacon says? Goodbye, Mr. Button. You know what I'm saying? Let me go back because I did this lesson specifically for a sister. You know what I mean? I want all brothers and sisters to be edified, but this lesson next week is to edify her and then to put it out there. You know what I mean? So let's go to Genesis 31, first verse 41. Thus I have been 20 years in thy house, and I served thee 14 years for thy 2 daughters, and 6 years for thy cattle, and thou hast changed my wages 10 times. See, so Jacob has, you know what I'm saying, Jacob has, he worked fucking for a lot of years for 2 wives, and, you know, all the stuff he got. You know what I mean? Let's go down to verse 50. Let's keep going to verse 50. Hey, but Rata's like, yeah, you like that one, huh? Goodbye, Mr. Button. Oh, bro, she don't want to get her elder because she ain't got an elder. You know what I mean? If thou shalt afflict my daughters, or if thou shalt take other wives besides my daughters, no man is with us. See, God is witness betwixt me and thee. So, you know what I'm saying? He's even acknowledging that Jacob might take other wives. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Leviticus 18. Because this is in Torah. It's not in the Torah how you should conduct yourself with your wives. But apparently, let's unblock. Let me see some. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Oh, man, I can't. Goodbye, Mr. Button. I guess I goodbye her forever. I guess you can't time them out like you do on YouTube. Let's go to Leviticus 18. Let's go to Leviticus 18. And Leviticus 18, chapter 7. Chapter 7. The nakedness of thy father and the nakedness of thy mother shalt thou not uncover. She is thy mother, and thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Huh, what the hell? Oh, yeah. You know, the nakedness of your father. So, you see, it's showing you now, don't uncover your mother. The nakedness of thy father's wife shalt thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. See, so it's even acknowledging. Hey, shalom, Tommy, shalom, God. You know what I'm saying? It's acknowledging that, you know, your father may have more than one wife. You know what I'm saying? So even in the law, it's telling you your dad might have more than one wife. So, I mean, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Let's see what the prophet Samuel's parents did. You know, hey, Shalom, so she keep coming back. Let me see. Let's see the prophet Samuel's parents, how they conduct themselves. This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 1, from the top. Now there was a certain man of Ramathaim, Zophaim of Mount Ephraim, and his name was Elkanah, the son of Jerhom, the son of Elihu, the son of Tohu, the son of Zephu, and Ephrathite. And he had 2 wives, and the name one was Hannah, and the name of the other was Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children. So it's even showing you, you know, the prophet Samuel's dad had 2 wives. He had 2 wives, but it's not biblical. You know what I mean? But it's not biblical. These are situations. But I went to Torah to show you how to conduct yourself with another wife. Now I'm hot, guys. I'm hot. You know what I mean? I can't believe I let this damn demon bother me. But whatever. Deuteronomy 25 and 5. We're going to go back into the Torah. Deuteronomy 25 and 5. Deuteronomy 25 and 5. If brethren dwell together, and one of them die and have no child, the wife of the dead shall not marry without unto a stranger. Her husband's brother shall go in unto her, and take her to him to wife, and perform the duty of an husband's brother unto her. See, so even if you got a brother and you take a wife, you don't give her no kids, your brother got to take her as a wife now. You know what I'm saying? We have. Let's see if the Most High. This is where I wanted to go. Let's see if Yahweh isn't righteous. Oh, these are mistakes. God makes mistakes. The Most High makes mistakes. Well, let's see how many wives the Most High has. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how many wives the Most High has. Not the same thing. Hold on 1 second. I know it's in here. Was it 33? I think it's 33. Salakia. I lost it. I wanted to find something specific, but I can't. Oh. I know it, but I can't. I might have not put it here correctly. Oh, I might have found it. No, I didn't find it. Dang it. You know what I'm saying? It causes backsliding Israel. But in any case, Salak Yakim. Let's go. Let's finish this out with Genesis 16 and 3. She said, Lamech was, you GOCC bug outs be tripping me out. Genesis 16 and 3. And then after that, I'm gonna wrap it up because I'm getting sleepy. 31 and 33. I missed the scripture I was going to give, but 31:17. So Genesis 31 and 17. Then Jacob rose up and set his sons and his wives upon camels. So Jacob, before he left, he rose up, he took his wives, plural, and his camels. So, I mean, I'm not even sure what this woman was babbling about on my shit. When I told her to get her elder because I don't deal with women, I mean, that's the truth. That's out of order. Obviously, she don't got a husband, and I don't know if somebody will ever. But that's beside the point. You know what I'm saying? Again, if it's in the scripts, I'm going to teach it. You know what I mean? You can't tell me that the Most High made mistakes because he didn't. You know what I'm saying? If you don't understand this or you want to get your own understanding on this, hey, by all means, go follow a bug out group. But let's understand something. Polygyny is biblical. It is lawful. You don't have to do it. It's your prerogative if you don't want to do it. But don't go around perpetuating that it's sinful and it's lust because you don't want to participate in it. In any case, I'd like to give all honor and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, and I say Shalom.